inventory group is the end of run training. Actually, end of run training for at least raw material is going to be starting tomorrow, correct? So we're going to start getting with everybody about how we're going to handle that. So that's all going to start coming out tomorrow. Also with the inventory, we pulled, obviously you can see all the non-conforming behind you. The only thing left is to pull what's over in white. And Laura and Cheryl were going through all that on Friday. We got about 80% of it sorted out of what to do with it. We're going to complete all this and get it inventoried and put away by Friday. Okay, so that's all that's going to happen on that. Process flow is completed for the raw material. The paper part was completed for finished goods. I think that's what Laura had. For non-conforming, for the non-conforming, I apologize. So we're going to put that into the computer, get it flow charted a little more so we can understand it better. Materials were identified that have more than a month's worth of consumption. So what we're talking about is raw material turns. So we've identified the ones that actually do have more than a month's worth of raw material here. So so we have those identified, and then the auto MRP parts, which are finished good parts where we have internal stocks, what we used to call internal stocks. We have those identified. They're scrubbing through that. So in the next 2 days, we're going to have the data to put those together. Okay. Am I going over the regrind? I don't know. Oh.
Good morning.
Morning.
So what we've been working on is on Friday we talked about the consumption plan. So we're getting close to finishing that up and figuring out how much regrind can be used for each of the different parts. We also talked about staging the regrind so that everything we would need to use in one day would be in one place for whoever needed to use it. So we're working on finishing that up today. And the standard work, that's for the grinding. We should be finishing that up in the next couple days too.
All right, so does everyone notice that? So that's why it's the staging, all this goes together, because consumption plan, based on what we produced last year in the fourth quarter, top 10 of those regrind can be, 70% of it can be consumed in the fourth quarter. All right, so that's a great opportunity to get that stuff done. So we want to make sure we do that. Where else? I'm sorry. Pat? I don't know where Pat's at. There you go, sorry. There we go.
Okay, so what we did is, sorry to update the sheet, but we talked about the press installation sheet and the mold removal and the press startup. We had those changes made, we reviewed those all looked good. So we gave those back to Bob, and Bob's going to put it back into IQ, so those will be the forms that we'll be using from now on once they're printed out. We also, we were talking about standard work for material handlers, so a few people have some homework. We're going to go ahead and then we're going to talk to the material handlers, kind of track down what they do, write down what they do, then we're going to discuss that again today and tomorrow. We're also making some new sign-off sheets for the cleaning of the filters on the central loading system. We feel as though it needs to be done every shift. So we got a sign-off sheet that's being made, and today we're going to go ahead and we're going to work in the area where all the setup stuff is at. We're going to go through and start organizing that to see what we have and just try to organize things so it's easier to find.
Okay, very good. All right. Just remember, when we talk about that, so when we do the new forms, when we make new packets, there's new forms. So we got to make the new form packet. So it's not just that one form. Okay, so we got to make sure we got all that going. All right. Anybody from Tool Prep Funds on? Anybody in that group? No. C for you in that group? I didn't think so.